So very good afternoon, friends. Hope all of you doing fine. Let's quickly take a look at one very important newly added question which would have been there in your 2023 RTPs. And question 2 and 3 is very important, and we'll be saying question 2 now from my day 47. So provisions, condition liabilities, and condition assets is in day 37. So do listen and make full use of it. So the question is, manufacturer gives warranties to the purchase of goods. Upon the terms of the warranty, the manufacturer undertakes to make good by repair or replacement manufacturing defects that become apparent within 3 years from the date of sale to the purchasers. So on 30th April 2021, a manufacturing defect was detected in the goods manufactured by the entity between 1st March and 30th April. At 31st March 2021, the entity's reporting date, that is, the entity approximately 1 week sale in inventories. So the entity's FS for the year ended 31st March 2021 have not yet been finalized. 3 separate categories of goods require separate consideration. So first one is defective goods sold on or before 31st March 2021. Second one is defective goods held on 31st March 2021. And lastly, defective goods manufactured in 2022. So state the accounting treatment of the above categories as per the relevant Ind AS. So very important question, because combination of Ind AS is needs to be answered in this question. So whatever questions where multiple Ind AS are involved, you got a lot of chances for those questions to be tested. And also it's been a while Ind AS 37 was asked in the exam. So let's quickly check out what exactly the examiner will be expecting for this questions. The first one you can see is the defective goods sold on or before 31st March 2021. So if the customer has the option to purchase warranty separately, so it will be a distinct services in addition to the goods purchased. So in this case, the entity shall account for the promised warranty as a performance obligation and allocate a portion of the transaction price to that performance obligation as per Ind AS 115. So if the customer does not have the option, then the entity shall account as per Ind AS 37. So first one is as per Ind AS 115. If the customer has an option, if the customer does not have an option to purchase separately, then it will be accounted as per Ind AS 37. So next one is, and moving on. So if the customer so if an entity promises both assurance type and service type warranty, but it cannot account for them in separate ways, then it will account the both of it together as a single performance obligation. So what are the 3 things we saw till now? First one is performance obligation. So when the warranty is purchased separately, when that option is there, then it is 115, then it is 37. And if the promise includes assurance type as well as service type, and if it cannot be distributed separately, then it will be accounted together as a single performance obligation. So this is we got the first aspect, the defective goods sold on or before 31st March 2021. So moving on to the next one, the defective goods held as on 31st March 2021. So at 31st March, the entity did not have a present obligation to make good the unsold defective goods. So in this case, the entity shall not recognize a provision need not be recognized, but Ind AS 36, that is, the entity should test the inventories for impairment as per Ind AS 36. This is very, very important. So first one we saw a combination of Ind AS 115 and Ind AS 37. Now it is Ind AS 36 because Ind AS 37 will not be required for this particular scenario. So moving on to the next. So the detection of the manufacturing defect is an adjusting event. So 2 Ind AS for this, that is Ind AS 36 and Ind AS 10. So it provides evidence of a manufacturing defect in inventories held at 31 2021. So these are the first 2 categories. Moving on to the last, the defective goods manufactured in 2021-22. So the entity at 31st March 2021, the entity did not have a present obligation to make good any defective goods it might manufacture in the future. So as on 31st March 2021, the entity need not recognize a provision in respect of the defective goods. So in this case, the detection is a non-adjusting event. In the previous case we saw adjusting event, here it is not an adjusting event. So what are the various things you need to present for this to get the full marks if the comes in the exam? As first one is give a reference if the warranty can be purchased separately, then it is then you should account as per Ind AS 115. If it is not, then Ind AS 37. And if it's service type or assurance type, then you need to account as a, if it cannot be distributed separately, it should be accounted as a single performance obligation. Then Ind AS 36 and Ind AS 10 an adjusting event. Lastly, category 3 non-adjusting event. So within 5 minutes we are able to cover this very important question. Make full use of it. Best to just keep going and all the very best.